Yes, please.
Hi folks, Ryan Neville here from Christchurch, New Zealand. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's exciting for me to share my songs with you.
Welcome to my world.
Hello, 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 my dear friends out there all over the world. Welcome to my world.
Hello, dear friends. I'm glad to see you here tonight in this amazing show. Good evening.
We have lots of great guests from Kiwiland, that means from New Zealand. We have a guest from Chicago. We have guests from Romania, from Italy, and from Germany? Ah, yes, Germany. I live in
Yes,
Germany.
Germany. Of course, Germany. We can't live without Germany, yes?
Yeah, we're saving the world,
Absolutely. Our goal is cover all this world with fantastic music and perfect inspired sound.
Yeah, and I really hope so. And that is the reason why I'm going to play a song for you.
Oh, please do it.
Yeah, if you want or not, I'll do that now. And it will be Gotham City! Cold and rainy night in Gotham City. A full moon pours its light into the canyons of the town. While he sits in a steamy pub to numb his conscience. He is witness to a murder, and the killer gives him a frown. Worker doing his job in Gotham City. When he stands on the steel girders, he loves to breathe fresh air. Every day he works real hard to earn his way. To put food on the table and there's bills to pay. In Gotham City, Gotham City. So that no one sees the crime out on the streets. He knows he won't survive if he stays at home. So he packs his things to meet where evil meets. Away from Gotham City. From Gotham City. dirty night. Another crime has happened in the city. He will not see the sun nor any other light. No. In Gotham City, in Gotham City, in Gotham Town. Hope is needless here in Gotham City. Friendship just a part of another crime. You better stay away from Gotham City. And don't you ever move to this climb. Away from Gotham City. Stay away from Gotham City. From Gotham Town. Yeah, and with this words,
Thank you so much. It was Jörg from Germany with his song Gotham City. And welcome. And before we invite our first guest, I want to remind to our audience who watch us from Facebook, please, dear friends, before to left comments, get access to StreamYard if we can actually see your names, because without this permission we can't see who write to us. Please do it.
Yep,
And okay, yep. And one more time. Good evening, dear friends. And now we start
Namaste.
our fantastic Namaste show with blues, rock, jazz music. Actually, good music, amazing music. And I want to invite our first guest of tonight. And this will be guest from New Zealand. And it can be not just one guest. It will be extra surprise for you. Not only one guest, but it will be a lot of amazing people from New Zealand. And actually for New Zealand, now we can say good morning. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right, yeah?
Yes, you're right. 12
Yes, we
hours
have
away.
good evening and they have good morning. And first, we want to see here Ryan Neville. Please welcome.
Hey,
Hello.
buddy, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you so much for having me today, and well, this evening I should say. It's morning for us, and it's evening for you guys. Jörg, I love the song. It's fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. A crime story.
Absolutely. Gotham City.
Yeah.
To talk with you, like to talk from guest from the future, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Your future is looking very bright. That's all I can say, because I don't want to change things. If I tell you too much information about the future, it might change your past.
Sun is shining, you know, the thing with the early warm catches the bird, and so that's all true.
That's right.
So Ryan, if you are okay with that, we would start to play a little music, and that's a track you once made, an original track that's called Fire on the Tracks. Am I right?
That is correct. Fire on the Tracks. Yes.
So
The song I
Alessandro,
wrote
please.
a couple of years ago.
I love you on Monday, Oh, my bags are packed. Said I love you on Monday. I promise I'll be back. But I can't stay the whole week, my baby. 'Cause there's fire on the tracks. I'll see you on Tuesday. I'll promise I'll be back. I'll see you on Tuesday. I'll have my back so bad. I can't stay the whole week, no baby. There's that fire on the tracks. You kissed me the day I found Tuesday dead. You kissed me that day. Oh, I found Tuesday dead. I'm sorry I can't stay. Oh, yeah. 'Cause there's that fire on the tracks. I bring flowers for you, baby, in your favorite month of May. I bring flowers for you, baby, in your favorite month of May. I can't stay the whole week, no. Yeah, 'cause I got fire on the tracks. I still love you on Fridays. My whole week's been bad. I still love you on Friday. I said my week has been bad. I so missed you, my baby. I can't wait till my weekend's rest.
Wow,
What
so
an
nice.
amazing track.
So soft and gentle song. Very nice.
Thank you very much.
And now will
Thank
be
you.
surprise about what I was told before. Other one, hello from New Zealand and welcome Galaxy Radio.
Hey,
Hello.
everyone.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Nice
Hi
to
there,
meet
guys.
you.
Hi, Ryan.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Victoria. Nice to see you, Jörg and Ryan. Love, love, love. Fire on your tracks.
Oh, brilliant
Thanks,
song.
thanks
Yeah.
very much, guys. Good to see you. Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning to you. Good evening to everybody else
Yes.
with us.
Good evening to Galaxy and New Zealand.
It is an absolute pleasure to be on board with your show, and thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome. We are so honored to have
Welcome.
you in here.
It's
That's so
amazing company now. Yes.
Oh, isn't
Yeah.
it just? It's brilliant, all right?
It really, really is. It really is. Ryan, I got to let you know that 49 and 61 is going through the roof here at Galaxy right now.
Thank you so much, guys. Look, it's it's such an awesome thing that you guys have been playing that for me. So thank you very much.
We are getting so many requests for it. It is getting ridiculous, my friend.
It's always good to hear, isn't it? When you write songs, you don't know what's going to happen, but it's really nice to hear that people have been enjoying it.
Well, you've gone up on the Galaxy charts for blues on a Tuesday night. You're sitting at number 13 right now.
Wow, that's very exciting. Thank you very much.
And we've
How
actually known
cool.
you for a long time, Ryan. It's been about 3 years that we first premiered you on our station.
That's true. I was trying to think before when we first met, but you're absolutely right. It's amazing how time flies. 3 years. A lot has happened, of course, worldwide in 3 years.
Well, it's rather a surreal time right now, especially after last night. We've gone back into, level 2 again. How are you guys up there? Jörg, how's it going for you? And Victoria, how is the COVID-19 affecting you?
We're
Cold.
here in Germany. We're still in lockdown, and it seems a little bit that the third wave comes
Oh.
soon.
Well, you can
But-
still
Victoria?
Terrible.
enjoy the music that you make. We've enjoyed this time because all the artists have been in studio recording. haven't they, Grant?
Exactly. And believe me,
yeah.
we've been getting so many bands from around the world wanting to just get us to play their music on the radio to get some sort of exposure, because they're not doing concerts right now, if you know what I mean.
No, so that's a plus out of the negative.
Exactly,
isn't it,
exactly. And believe me, guys, we only play the best music in the world, including Jörg. Now, Jörg, the Gotham City, I hope you're going to send me a copy of that.
I would love to. Sure. Wait.
MP3 it to me, please, bro. I would love to be able to get it on air.
Yeah. Certainly.
But
I would love to.
we all have fantastic possibility to give something nice to this world in this very terrible time, because for all musicians and for all people in general, it's quite not good time, but we are musicians and we can give to this world something bright, something nice and powerful. This is power of the humanity and music and friendship and of course internet. Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
If it wasn't for the technological advancements that we have today, I think it would be so much more of a bit of a drag, actually. But, for us here in New Zealand, for us here at Galaxy, it is an absolute pleasure to be able to play music to people all around the world, you know what I mean? And bring artists much like Ryan, much like Jörg, and so many others from around the world to a platform that is being enjoyed by a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
worldwide.
yeah.
Can I ask Ryan a question? Your tour dates, when are they coming up in New Zealand?
Yes, so I'm about to post those. It's very exciting. We're just confirming last minute dates for the end of the year, but we've got the Oamaru Blues Festival is our next one, which is 19th of March. So we're very excited we're booked for 4 shows over the weekend. So it's going to be a busy weekend for us. But that's when the tour for 2021 kicks off. So very excited about that. So we're traveling as much as we can around the South Island of New Zealand. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Give me your tour dates, Ryan, because believe me, we've got people interested. They want tickets and would love to come and see you.
Thank you. I certainly will be doing.
Marta just told us that Barbara sounds as if she was far away. Hey,
Yeah.
she is far away. She is on the other side of the world, you know?
Is that better, everyone? I'll have to hold the microphone. Is that better?
That's
Amazing.
much better, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice, nice.
And-
Unfortunately, I know how to project my voice. You know what I mean? She speaks softly.
And thank you for the compliment
she's a woman.
that you like New Zealand accents. We love the foreign accents too.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, my friends, let me interrupt you for a bit because our next artist is waiting to be introduced. And this is a guy. Oh, Victoria, say it.
Oh, yes, it's my favorite. This is blues man from Chicago. Can you imagine? From Chicago. Now it's New Zealand and now it's Chicago. We unite. We're a big part of the world, actually. Welcome, Khalif. Welcome.
Hello. Hi there.
Hello,
Hello.
my friend. How are you?
Hey, good. Hey, Ryan, congratulations on your success, man.
Thank you so much. Hey, good
Very
finding
welcome.
me.
Thank
Hope
you.
everything's well with you.
Thank you.
Khalif,
So-
nice to meet you.
You too.
likewise.
Yeah,
Yes.
send me an email address. I'll get you guys some stuff to play on the on your radio too.
Oh, awesome.
Really
Yeah, we
nice.
can put it in our blues show.
Absolutely brilliant, my friend.
I'd be
And
happy
believe me,
to. Happy to send you some.
How's your leg? Can I ask?
Yeah. I haven't made a big deal out of it, but I have a new knee. Santa Claus brought me a new knee this year. So
Nice.
Don't worry, Khalif. I've got a prosthetic knee as well.
do you?
Yes, I do. I've had mine for about almost 27 years, though.
Oh wow! Okay, cool. Yeah, I've had mine for about 8 weeks now, and it's getting better. It's just a slow recovery process. We're all sitting around. I mean, if somebody asks what musicians are doing right now, we're all sitting around. So I figured, now's a good time to get healthy, lose a couple of kilos. I think about 4 kilos or so. Been going to the gym and getting myself healthy. So that's a good thing, I guess. If there's the one positive thing I can say that's happened among all this crap, is at least I'm getting healthy.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fox, should we do a little bit of music? I bet, Khalif, you will have something to say about this song, The Big Booted Woman. That's
It
such a
speaks for
message.
itself.
I celebrate that. Want to tell a word? How did you have the idea to play the songs on the what was the name? Blues Moose?
Blues Moose is a radio program, and it's one of the most popular songs I've ever written. It's actually on
I bet.
a CD that came out. I think it was in 2013. Was the CD, and the CD was called "She Put the Voodoo on Me." And that song, "Big Bootied Woman," I sometimes call it the African American national anthem. I'm sure I'm gonna probably hear about that one tomorrow. Actually, the funny thing is that everything that's in that song is stuff that I heard other people say, and I just sort of wrote it down.
Yeah. Asking for a
It's like,
friend.
hey,
and
you
so,
know what?
mhm,
This,
I know.
put all this stuff together. I'm not telling you who said these things because they're people you might actually know and have heard of. But yeah, I just wrote this stuff down, and I said, hey, I could put this in a song, and it's been one of those things. It's always fun to play that in a place where they actually understand and speak English.
Okay. So, are you okay? Should we have a listen to that song?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alessandro, come on.
That's the only kind that I like. I want a big booted woman. That's the only kind that I like. I'm gonna tell all of you fellas, do just like I do. Leave them skinny women alone, brothers. Go get you a big booty too. Big booty. Big booty woman. Big booty woman. Big old booty, round and fat. You put you one good one in, you get 2 free back. I want a big booty woman. That's the only kind that will do. I'm gonna tell all of you men, do just like I do. Leave them skinny women alone, brothers. Go get some big booty too. Big booty. Big booty. Big booty woman got all kinds of junk up in that trunk. Flag that. Taxi down, baby. Say I wanna ride there. But dunk, I want a big booted woman. That's the only kind that will do. I'm gonna tell all of you men, do just like I do. Leave them skinny women alone, brothers. Go get you some big booty too. Big booty. Big booty woman. Only kind that I like. I want a big booted woman, 'cause that's the only kind that I like. I'm gonna tell all of you men, if you knew what I knew, you'd be chasing it down, brother, trying to get you some too. Big booted. Big booty woman.
Ooh, wow.
What a cool song.
That, my friend,
Very
my friend, is
special.
a blues classic. I'd love to play this song live.
Thank you.
Khalif, can we set up an interview with you?
Yeah, sure. Great.
Can I get Barbara to get your details and everything
No,
like that?
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
love-
We'll do that
Cool.
with everyone. We'll get
That'd be
your
great.
details
Networking.
too.
Yeah, sure.
Networking rules, guys and girls. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's funny. I haven't seen I don't ever like really watch videos of myself or listen to my own music after it's done. So I mean, I'm actually kind of hearing this stuff for the first time, and that it's funny. I haven't heard that song in I don't know how long. And the video, I've watched it, I guess, when they first gave it to us just for critique, and then it's been sitting in a drawer since then. And so this is kind of, for me, it's kind of funny too to see that.
You look rather different on the video.
Yeah, that was about 2 years ago.
Okay.
A little more gray here, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So, my friends, we have some more great artists waiting. So, Alessandro, can you please remove the kiwis? Is that a word? The kiwis?
Yes.
Kiwis. Well, okay.
The Kiwis. Okay, other
Okay.
Kiwi will see us later in the show a little bit, because now we have another great artist from
From Romania. Blues rocker from Romania. Welcome, Silviu.
Hi,
Hey buddy, how are you?
ciao.
Ciao,
Very
ciao.
well. How about you?
You
Everything
look
fine?
so relaxed. Everything fine here, absolutely. You know,
Yeah.
I'm sitting in my night's hall. Everything is fine.
Alles bananas.
Alles Banane. And that you can believe it. Look, you can hear that big room behind me with a massive reverb. Yeah. And I can switch that reverb off too.
That's perfect.
Fantastic.
So I guess we have some questions to you, Victoria.
Sure.
First question is, of course, it's very simple. How are you?
Yes, thank you. I'm very
How
well.
do you
I'm very
feel
well.
this, like, because I know you perform a lot, but today you are in streaming. How it is to be in
Yeah.
streaming?
It's actually it's my second time when I stream online, and it's fun. It's actually fun. It doesn't compare to the experience, that you have when you are on stage and you see people in front of you, of course. But it's fun. I pretty much enjoy it, and I also enjoy the fact that I got to see some amazing blues artists before me. Also, one of them being from, let's say, from the mother country of blues.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
but
And
of
that's
course,
not
both,
New Zealand.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, but needless to say, both songs were amazing from my point of view. I sit here and I listen carefully, and yeah, it's wonderful. Blues is a wonderful music.
Absolutely. And we hold the flag up high, we all, as the blues masters. Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
Okay.
Gotham City was a pleasant surprise, Jörg. So I was here. It was not, it was blues based, but it was rock and roll. Let's say it for what it is. It was rock and roll, and I was here like, yeah.
Thank you. Well, what did you say when we were together in Timișoara? It felt like Stevie Ray Vaughan meeting. What was it?
No, no. It was like ZZ Top as a band,
Yeah.
meeting David Lee Roth on vocals.
Yeah,
that was my
that was
feeling.
what-
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't feel so, but if you say so, it must be true.
I know my rock and roll music.
Yeah.
Believe me.
So I guess we have one nice original video too. We both had a look into last Saturday on the appetizer show.
Mm-hmm.
And I still celebrated that I brought you into the internet, on the internet, sorry, excuse me,
Danke schön.
to make streaming shows. You never thought about that before?
No, I thought about it because I see people around me, musicians, doing it, but I never had let's say motivation, to just stretch my brain to figure it out how I can do it, and have video quality and sound quality both
Yeah.
in a package. But yeah, I guess now I know for the future. Let's hope there'll not be another pandemic.
Yeah, yeah. So call me the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Okay,
As you said, we
let
are
us
pioneers.
let us have we are the pioneers of the internet streaming shows, one of the pioneers, yeah. And I'm really proud of that. And it's a new thing, and to be a pioneer means you can ask nothing and you can ask nobody how it has to be. That's the thing. But hey, let us hear a little bit of music from you. Alessandro, can you please give us a great song from Silviu Iliescu and his band Axis?
Salut, noi suntem Axis, iar voi ascultați Until the Night Ends.
Woke up at noon, I look around. There's a bunch of strange people laying on the ground. My head is bad, my mouth is dry. I can't remember last night, even if I try to get a crew and split town. Get ready for the night, for another round. Hey boys and girls, let's get together. We only live for once, and it's now or never. Every night, when the time is right, we'll be playing rock and roll till the morning light. Scream and shout, dance around, be big and worldwide with that sound. Let's be friends, don't make comments. I wanna dance with you till the night ends slow. Till the night ends. Oh, that again, what a surprise. It's even harder for me now to open my eyes. I look around, but no one's there. Only the short cashmere dress laying on the chair, and then she comes into the room. This blonde-haired baby wearing his costume. She dresses up, and as she walks out the door, she said, "Come on, baby, let's go party some more." Every night, when the time is right,
absolute amazing.
Thank you so much. It was very
Thank you.
powerful and nice music. But actually now we
Hello,
have
Paul.
one more guest from
Yeah,
Romania.
yeah, because when we are in Romania, or when I am in Romania, my first stop is in Sibiu, and I have to meet the ARD Media International Radio Deutschland, Alex and Madalina. Alex isn't so well today, but maybe you would like to say a few words. Hey Madalina, I hope you're fine.
Hello.
Hi everybody. I hope you hear me well. I'm not really used to do this alone, so I have to
Good.
focus. Maybe I'm not sure. It's all good. If you can hear me, it's all good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes, Alex is feeling a little bit under the weather today, so I will talk to you guys.
Yeah.
I want to ask Silviu something.
Please.
What do you miss most about live events?
Yeah, I miss I really miss my bandmates.
Yeah.
I think this is the most the biggest thing I miss, because it's my colleagues, so Dan and Ranko, bass and drums, they are from Serbia, and Serbia is not a European Union country, so it's very hard to get in or out, mostly out. So I think we haven't seen each other since August, and we're trying to do music, over the internet. As you saw the video before, I think it was done in maybe March or April. I don't really remember the exact date, but yeah, we are trying to do music over the internet. It's hard to play over the internet live, being in different corners of the world.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It
is what it is. Yeah.
It can be done. And thanks to God that we have the internet to have the
Yes.
connections and to stay close to each other. Yeah.
Yes, connections
Absolutely.
are a bit frustrating sometimes, but overall we pull it off.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you have sometimes in Sibiu you have some problems on the internet?
Yes, and throughout the entire week there were difficulties in connection from different internet suppliers, not just my suppliers. It was a general issue.
Okay.
But thankfully we fixed it with, I don't know, tethering and mobile,
With panzer
whatever.
tape.
Alex knows this better than me. I am not a technical person.
Don't
But
worry,
eventually
Madalina.
here we are, and yeah, we are listening to music, and eventually, we do this imitation
Don't
of
worry.
dance.
Don't worry, I have a song later on in the show. I have a song about the modern world, so it's okay.
Yes, the modern world has its tricks and toys and really nice things, but it has also a dark side. I mean, all things have this good side and dark side, and people usually tend to, use them both.
Maybe go to the dark side.
Yeah.
It's easier. It has cookies.
We have cookies.
You said earlier that you were trying to create music with your bandmates over the internet. Would you say that the music you've done during this pandemic it has the same energy, or is lower on energy and more melancholic? How would you say it is?
No, it still preserves the energy, so we are not taking that point out of the equation, and also we are doing it. This was also before, So between me and my colleagues, I think they are 250 kilometers distance, one way. So actually also for the first album, this was the way that we worked. Usually maybe I or Dejan, the bass player, send me some riff, ideas, some themes on the bass, or I send him some ideas on the guitar, and usually I build them up in on the computer, track some bass, put some drums inside, and when we feel the time is right, we get together and play them together, exercise them. But the energy is still the same. The only thing maybe that will be postponed is that we wanted to track this new album this year, at least this year, but I don't know if this is possible, because personally I will not accept, to do music over the internet. I just want, when I'm tracking an album and when I have the finished product, I want to go in a studio, and I want to have all my bandmates there and play together, because there's a chemistry and an energy that you cannot achieve over the internet or playing individually.
Yes.
Of course, but we need to try to give this energy to our audience too.
Yeah, sure.
And step by step, we try. We just start,
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we can start to have our next artist. Our next artist.
Yes.
And I guess, and I'm afraid that's May.
I see here your next video is called E7 Sharp 9, like the Hendrix chord.
Yeah, he stole it. He stole it from me.
Naturally.
So
Okay, I'll leave
We
it to
start with your video. Welcome.
okay, Alessandro.
I was sitting in a cafe at a window with a perfect view. When I saw you strolling down that avenue. Oh baby, please come and stay. Oh Lord, I pray. Then the wonder happened. You entered the room. When I kissed your skin, I feel like I never did before. kiss your skin, but I need more. Oh, baby, you taste so sweet. Can I be off my feet? I can hear your breath. You're going to explode.
Thank you, Paul.
Give it up, people.
Thank
Give it
you,
up.
Fox.
Thank you so much. It was very nice song. But now, I want to invite one more person here.
Yeah.
And now, welcome, Alessandro Porcella.
Hello, everyone. How are you
Hello.
guys?
Hello, Alessandro.
Nice
How's the
evening
weather?
to everyone. What?
How's the weather?
The weather is nice.
Yeah?
The weather is very
Yeah.
nice, yes. Today
Okay.
it was
It's a bit-
18 degrees.
Maybe it's a bit dark or so.
Yes, now yes, a little bit, but it's nice the same. We start spring soon, and
Okay.
it's nice. It's nice.
That's great.
Nah, the dark is over Romania now, so it's coming your way, man. Sorry to say.
No,
Spring is cancelled. Still,
please no, please no.
I know, I feel you.
Jörg, I just want to say that I was in a cigarette break in the kitchen, and my wife there was on YouTube, listening, and pretty nice chops, man. I like the sound.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
that
nice.
song, that video was recorded. We gave. I tell it you. You won't tell it anybody else. Okay.
Okay.
It's a secret.
No.
We spent a lot of money. We went to the how should I say, to the German Rock Musician Society. That's a society here in Germany, in the near, around Hanover, around this area, and we went there. And they have that little nice theater that belongs to those society, and we stood there. It was biting cold when we started making the video, but it was a great experience. It was the first time doing a video with my band colleagues. As you have seen, the bass player, Christopher, and the drum player, Markus, and the keyboard player is Christian Saal. And Christian Saal was the connection for me to Romania, because he came over to Germany many, many years ago, and he's working as a dentist here, and he's a fucking greatest keyboard player I ever met. And those band guys, it was a great and amazing adventure to make the video.
And he's a Romanian.
Yeah, he is. He's born in Brasov.
Oh, nice.
when Jörg comes to Romania, he usually takes on a few people from Romania in order to perform with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Last time I think he had my dear friend Marius Dumitrescu from
Yes.
Vâlcea, and also his daughter when he
daughter,
came
yes.
to Timișoara. Yeah. And Marcus, of course, I remember because he came with you from Germany on drums.
Yeah.
I hope Marcus is fine. We miss that guy also.
Yeah, I also hope he's fine. We had a chat a few days ago on the internet, and they're only waiting that we can start to perform live on any stage. It will take a while, but we'll continue. We never surrender.
Absolutely.
course not.
Never give up. We have to return on stage.
Yeah.
We need to.
We can't survive without stage. I can't survive without stage. I play too much. I can't.
Neither of
I
us
can't
can.
stop it now.
Yeah. So we're in the
Alessandro, from a scale from Earth to Jupiter, how much do you miss live concerts?
For me, live concert, I know I played like a musician from 25 years, and I made 1,000 and 1,000 of concerts, and for me it's my life. Together with my company is my life, and it's strange period. It's really strange period for me.
But now you have us, and you know we love you, Alessandro.
No, I love you too.
So, a person we also really, really love is Ryan. Yeah, Ryan comes now.
Yes, Ryan. Exactly.
We need Ryan from Kiwiland.
From New Zealand.
So,
Hello.
here he is.
Hello, Ryan. It's mute, Ryan. It's muted.
Switch
Ryan, you need to
on
open
your
your
microphone,
microphone.
please.
You need to turn on the microphone.
Yep,
Yeah.
ready.
There we go. Nice to meet you. Been really enjoying the music. Some really great music videos.
Yeah, you seem to be really relaxed listening to the music.
Yes, absolutely. It's always nice to hear music. You know, as we said, if you can't necessarily go out and watch live performances, next best thing is the internet, isn't it?
But for you, you don't have that big restrictions in playing live in New Zealand?
No, we're still, like everything, trying to be careful, of course, but it's certainly, we are very fortunate, that's for sure. We just aren't allowed to perform to big groups and things like that. So it's still been a wee bit tough, but we are very fortunate that we still are able to move forward and perform, that's for sure.
And we had a chat a few days ago. You were telling me, oh, you have to go to the band boys in the rehearsal room. So you're actively working on new material, on new songs.
Yes, we certainly are. And again, I always feel bad saying this because I know a few of you aren't able to be with bandmates, things like that. So yes, we are blessed, that's for sure, to be able to catch up with bandmates. So we are working on, in fact, we've just released a new album, Midnight Train. So of course, like everything, we're hoping to be performing some of those songs very soon. So we're getting together often and working on the new tour and new songs for the year, which always takes time, of course, as we all know. Even though you write the songs, everyone just assumes you know those songs, but of course there's a lot of practice that goes into remembering lyrics and chords and things like that. So it's a very exciting times for us.
And you told about planning on a tour through USA. Is that true?
Yes, so our tour kicks off in 3 weeks' time. So what we have, which is a very famous one, which we're very pleased to be at, was the third year in a row we're playing at this. It's we're in Christchurch, the South Island of New Zealand, and south of us is Oamaru. They have their blues festival, once a year. So it's a really nice get together. So everyone from New Zealand flies down to this one point, and like any festival, it's done over a couple of days, and it's just a lot of fun meeting musicians and just being a part of it. It's really good. So we over 3 days we have 4 shows. So it's so a lot of preparation for that, as you can imagine. Bit hard on the older vocal cords, but hey, we do our best.
And how would you describe your kind of music, your style of music you are doing? Is that rock and roll?
Yeah. I guess it's very tough, isn't it, to kind of these days to put it into a style, because I kind of get inspired by lots of things, and as we know, the blues has many different styles within within that style. So yes, blues, rock and roll, blues rock. I sort of really love a lot of the modern rock, so we try and sort of make it a bit more modernized. But in saying that, we certainly I try and write, early 1920s blues, Robert Johnson, anything like that. So I guess it depends on our mood. Is probably the easiest way to answer that. So a combination of things just to mix it up and keep it interesting.
Okay. And what is your personal guitar hero?
Wow, I think that's a very tough question, isn't it, to put it down to one. I don't think I could do that, but look, everyone from B.B. King, inspired by him, the later Gary Moore, of course, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I mean, the list goes on, but Jeff Healey I've always been a big fan of as well. But so it's very difficult to draw on one, but of course, like there's so many blues artists that I and so many blues songs I've enjoyed over the years. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
That
nice.
The question.
Very nice, actually. When you talk, it's so interesting to listen more of your music. Can we, please?
Yeah. Absolutely. It'd be a pleasure.
To all the folks out there, wait a moment, to all the folks out there, if you have any question to Ryan, please type it in your comment so we can ask him if you want. So, excuse me, continue, please.
Okay, and now, please, music.
Yeah, give me a moment. It's a little bit complicated.
Oh, okay.
Because I have to start the video that Ryan sent me from here. There are, it's a tech thing, but we managed that, and Ryan was so nice due to bad internet connections to pre-produce content for us. And here we are watching this great video, and it lasts, I guess, around 20 minutes, and it's really quite interesting. Look.
Hi folks, Ryan Neville here from Christchurch, New Zealand. Hope you guys are having a great day, and very exciting for me to share my songs with you guys. This has been a great time producing this little clip for Jørg's World, and excited to be on his channel, of course. So I'd like to talk you through a couple of my songs that I've written over the years. The first I'd like to start with is a song called Midnight Train, and it so happens that this is coming off the band in my new album, which is going to be released in about 2 weeks' time, all going to plan, of course. And it is number 5 for me. The title track, Midnight Train, the idea with this is I like to kind of write based around the idea of like picturing something, and I've always, trains, I always laugh with the blues because there's tends to be certain things that you can write about. I always joke with friends saying that really you write about a dog, your dog dying, your partner left you, about a train. There's not too many kind of ideas if you wanted to write a classic blues song. So I thought train, and I've always kind of had this thing about things that happen at midnight, and it's sort of reminiscing that romantic story of Robert Johnson going down to the crossroads, etc., which I'll bring up very soon. This is another song I wrote called The Devil's Going to Pay. But anyway, so Midnight Train, I put the two things together and came up with this song. And it's just really, I tend to write fun, positive songs. That's just the kind of feel that I like to put into my music. And so again, let me play you Midnight Train. Oh, by the way, this is the first time this has actually been played by me. Again, this is normally played with my 5-piece band, the Midnight Blues Band. And this time I'm going to play it on acoustic guitar. This has never been released before, so, you know, thanks for watching this, and excited to be releasing this today. Goes like this. Some days I climb the mountain, some days I swim the sea. There are many nights I cannot rest until your arms lie next to me. Lie next to me. I'm coming home to you, baby. Home to you, baby. On that midnight train. Some days I'm feeling happy, some days I'm feeling better. There are days without you I'm alone and I can't help but feel sad. I'm coming home to you, baby. Oh, I'm coming home to you, baby. On that midnight train. Yeah. This train is northbound, it's a smoking stack. And nothing gonna hold me down, cause I ain't looking back. I'm coming home on the midnight train. But I've been away for far too long. Too many nights that I've spent all alone, so I'm coming home. Lord, I'm coming home. I'm coming home to you, baby. Lord, I'm coming home to you, baby. On that midnight train. On the midnight train. And there it is. So it was a bit of fun, to be honest, to play that on acoustic guitar, because it's normally electric guitar with a 5-piece band, so it has a different feel, there's guitar solos in it, etc. So that is the new one off the album. The number, let's go back an album before. The previous one was called 2020, and it was a song that we did a video for called Ain't Gonna Stop Me. Now, this one, again, as mentioned before, I like to write sort of fun songs that have kind of theme and a picture that I can sort of picture a video clip to this. And the idea of this one was all those things that we do when you're in love with somebody, you're going out with somebody, you would do anything, that kind of thing. So it's that tongue-in-cheek, doesn't matter what you do to me, I'm still going to love you. So that was the whole kind of concept to this song. Some songs are easy to write, some songs take a wee while. From memory, this took approximately, the concept was about 2 or 3 hours. Putting the music to this, again, I tend to write musically very quickly. It's lyrics that take me a bit longer than, I'd almost say longer than most people, because I tend to struggle over them. But I think in a couple of days I had this one pretty much down, had the idea to this, and it kind of wrote itself. So anyway, it's called Ain't Gonna Stop Me, and it goes like this. Don't turn your head, I can look at you. Don't try and tell me what to do. I won't deal the cards, I won't place that bet. You got me mad, now I'm upset. Hard times, you ain't gonna stop me. Tough times, you ain't gonna stop me. I'm alive, you ain't gonna stop me from loving you. Rough nights ain't gonna stop me. Little lies, you ain't gonna stop me from loving you. Raise the flag, you don't hear the call. Well, I ring the bell and take the fall. Well, the nights are long and the moon is low, and my love, hell, I don't know. Hard times, you ain't gonna stop me. Tough times, you ain't gonna stop me. Little lies, you ain't gonna stop me from loving you. Rough night, you ain't gonna stop me. I'm alive, you ain't gonna stop me loving you. You ain't gonna stop me. You ain't gonna stop me. You ain't gonna stop. You ain't gonna stop me. No, you ain't gonna stop me. Well, I ain't gonna stop loving you. And of course, bear in mind that it's an acoustic short version. The song is extended with a couple of guitar solos. Us guitarists tend to like to have a little spot where we kind of improvise a guitar solo. So there is a couple of solos through that song. So moving on, the next song I wrote for an album called 49 and 61. So those who are not who again don't understand the 4961 and may have seen it, it's been used in a lot of movies, etc. It's the two highways that join at the crossroads with that very, as I mentioned before, that romantic story of or folklore of Robert Johnson selling his soul to the devil. So there's a particular spot called the Crossroads. There's been movies based around the Crossroads. There's been many songs written, and Robert Johnson wrote a song himself called the Crossroads. And so the album was based around 49 and 61. So a little song called I Owe You Nothing. Similar to the last one in the extent of, well, actually this is almost a different spin, let's say, because this is about being in love with someone, but it when it breaks down about that I owe you nothing. So the idea being that, you know, you're taking everything, we've given you everything back to each other, that kind of thing. So I'm done and dusted, I owe you nothing. Again, that can be taken as a negative. It's more, the idea for me was more to make it a bit more fun, you know, like take this, to have this, have that, that kind of thing, not necessarily in a dark way, but trying to make light of the situation. This is called I Owe You Nothing. Girl, you done me wrong. You don't care about me. There's no truth in your lies. It came as a surprise, but now you're too blind to see. Well, I know you nothing. I owe you nothing. I'm a fool for your disguise, and I owe you nothing. There are times your love is right, too many times when love is wrong. But lately I've been thinking, I've been doing too much drinking, and I just want you gone. But I owe you nothing. I owe you nothing. May it came to you as a surprise, but I owe you nothing. My love is out of sight, I always aim to please, and you stay out all night while this poor boy is on his knees. You've done me wrong, I'm gonna take no more. I'll be gone, gone, gone watch me walk out the door. Don't try to fool me with your disguise. I owe you nothing. Not gonna stand here and take your lies. I owe you nothing. So there was the song I Owe You Nothing. It again was meant to be that kind of fun. As you can hear musically, I'm trying to sort of lift the song up a wee bit. So I hope that comes across rather than being a negative. I think there's too many negative things going on in the world as it is, and I sort of, to me, my thing, music is a great healer for me, and I take pleasure out of trying to portray that in the lyrics that I write and trying to make it a bit more fun. And I've always been a great fan of the blues. I've always loved the stories to them, and that's, to be honest, how I kind of got into the blues. I really enjoy the movies that have been based around all these amazing blues players that we have been brought up with, etc. Right, so the next song that I'd like to share is a little number called The Devil's Going to Pay, and this is one I mentioned earlier. So the idea behind this one was about going down to the crossroads. So I was very fortunate a couple of years back on a US tour that I did that took me down to Clarksdale, which so below Memphis in the southern states, there's Clarksdale, and this is apparently where Robert Johnson sold his soul to the devil at the crossroads. There's a lot of interesting information, so I won't try and sort of pop my spin on it, because there's, again, been a myth and a story and a legend and all those sorts of things. There's a lot written about, and videos and movies, etc., made about the story. But the idea, the brief idea, or what I took from this, was that Robert Johnson sold his soul to the devil at the crossroads to become an amazing guitar player. And then, of course, he died very, very young. And so a lot of people, the rumor was, as the devil came back for his soul. So my, again, tongue-in-cheek version of this was, well, what happens if we chase, instead of the devil chasing Robert Johnson, if we chase the devil? So the devil's going to pay for what he did to Robert Johnson. That was kind of some interesting story that I came up with. Again, the song wrote itself very quickly. Lyrically, not so much. But again, I remember being lucky enough to be I was performing down at the Crossroads in Clarksdale, and I got inspired to write this song, standing at the crossroads as you do, and kind of thought to myself, well, you know, I want to be inspired by being here in this time and place, and I was just lucky enough that this song came out, and yeah, I've done very well with this song at this point, getting a lot of radio play, etc. So I'm pleased to share this with you. The devil's gonna pay, yeah, the devil's gonna pay. The devil's gonna pay, yeah, the devil's gonna pay. Just outside the city lives a little ill man. He calls himself Papa Legba, but I don't want him around, and he's gonna pay. That the devil's gonna pay. But he's been hanging around too long, about time he just moved on. Heading west over yonder, there's a little crazy town. If you ever go down to Georgia, well, you might just see him around, and he's gonna pay. I said the devil's gonna pay, 'cause he's been hanging around too long, about time he just moved on. Everybody knows the story about the lucky old Willie Brown. Well, he never lost his soul at the crossroads, but he wants to bring that man down. He's gonna pay. I said the devil's gonna pay, 'cause he's been hanging around so long, at that time he just moved on. Yeah. The devil's gonna pay, said the devil's gonna pay. Ah, the devil's gonna pay, yeah, the devil's gonna pay. Devil man, you just listen. Do you hear this guitar well? If you ever come across my path, I'm gonna send your ass to jail, and you pay. That's right, you're gonna pay. 'Cause you've been hanging around so long, by that time you just moved on. you've been hanging around too long, about time you just move on. And you've been hanging around too long, about time you just move. The devil's gonna pay, yeah, the devil's gonna pay. The devil's gonna pay, yeah, the devil's gonna pay. And there it is. So it's a little bit of fun. It's not meant to be anything nasty or anything like that. It's just a very enjoyable song to play on stage. It's one we tend to get the audience to help sing along. It's a very danceable song. That came off an album I wrote, my first blues album, actually, that was called Fire on the Tracks. So I'd like to talk a little more about the new release, which is, as I said, Midnight Train. This is going to be released through a record label, which is DJ's Records. And very thankful to John and crew there, who have just been very helpful and have been very inspired to keep writing with them. So that Midnight Train is going to be released through them. Now through Jørg's World, I hope you guys have been watching a lot of the Jørg's World videos and podcasts, etc. I've recently touched base with Jørg and very excited to see what he's been doing, and it's really amazing to see people like him that is helping us musicians and songwriters, and especially in styles like the blues that, you know, we're all trying to bring back that a style that may have kind of been left in people's mind and maybe considered old-fashioned and all of those sorts of things, but I still believe the blues has a charm to it, and very grateful to be releasing blues music still, where it could have been a style that it may have been left in the dust. So thank you all for having us, and very thankful again to be a part and sharing my songs with you today. Have a great day and enjoy Jørg's World. See you again.
Wow. It was really, really nice.
Really interesting, yeah. Really cool. So, let us have a few minutes together with Galaxy 107 FM and Ryan. So, let us push
And
in.
actually, we have a lot of questions to Ryan from our audience. Maybe Ryan or Galaxy, you can answer for these questions?
Well,
Okay.
I tell you what, Victoria, why don't you ask Ryan about it?
What?
Ask Ryan the questions.
Questions. Please, questions for Ryan. Okay. Ryan, you can see questions, yes?
Okay, so we've got what a lovely song. Thank you so much. Is this dedicated to someone? Well, that's always a tough one, isn't it? Because people always assume that it's always just about a person. So I tend to be honest, I personally don't write about people or friends or wife or any of those sorts of things, because it's can be dangerous. No, just meaning that it's just easier to kind of invent a person. Again, I love a lot of movies, and I view a lot of my songs, well, I should say write a lot of my songs based around other people and just ideas that come to mind. So, sorry, no, it's not written about a certain person. It is just somebody I made up.
Okay, thank you. Do we have other questions, please? Or we don't have for now questions?
Ryan, you're doing a New Zealand tour very, very shortly. What have you named it?
Okay, so, well, last year's tour was All Aboard tour. So this year's the Black Magic tour. So thanks you for bringing that up, because I really wanted to point out that, again, this whole black magic thing, it kind of concerns people and voodoo and scares people and things like that. I've always loved the term, the voodoo. My recording studio is called Voodoo Music Studio. And to be honest, I took that from the whole Jimi Hendrix era and the story of Voodoo Child, etc. So it certainly is nothing nasty and dark and dangerous. It's just a magical tour that is called Black Magic. Nice and simple name. And again, with the logos and things, we've tried to keep it interesting and a bit of fun and things like that. So we've printed T-shirts as we do, and caps and all those sorts of things. So Black Magic Tour.
Now, Ryan, are you still going through with the tour in the United States?
Well, last year's tour got cancelled, and to be honest, we travel every May, and unfortunately, it looks as though we won't be traveling again this year. Like a lot of musicians and everyone else, of course, it's really hard to know when it is possible. We really, 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 really miss the tour. I always very much enjoy, as I always do, enjoy traveling, but I particularly love going to the States. We've got such a good friend base and fan base and that there, of course, and it's just such a fun place to be, to get amongst the blues and things like that. So sadly, we've had to cancel again. We booked everything. Flights are still booked, but we're going to be postponing that, sadly.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. But still, we can make the best out of it because we can do concerts here in New Zealand, which, you know, is better than most people around the world right now.
And you're absolutely right, and that is such a such a great thing that we're still able to go out and play. As I said, I do feel bad for and guilty that we can. I know that sounds a bit unusual, but I certainly do, because I do very much feel for the musicians out there that aren't able to perform and things like that. So yes, we certainly are blessed that we're able to do it. And look, there's nothing wrong with touring, our own country, because to be honest, we haven't been to a few places on this tour. We're going to places like Dunedin and Invercargill, and we're hoping to come up your way. We're hoping to come in North Island at some stage of the tour. We're just trying to confirm dates and things, because you guys have a really awesome blues festival up there. So we're have fingers crossed that we're going to be invited to be a part of the blues festival. So certainly nice to be doing some towns and some cities that we haven't been to yet.
Brilliant, brilliant, because we would love to see you up this end. We really, really would. In fact, I think we should hook up at some stage while you're up this way, and, well, maybe we can get into a bit of trouble. What do you reckon?
Yes, we've talked about this, haven't we? We definitely have talked about getting together. I think, as you and I have said, it could be a wee bit dangerous, but a lot of fun at the same times, and I'm always up for fun. So let's book that, and it'd be lovely to see you both.
Nice,
well,
nice.
It's a date.
It's an absolute date, my friend. Now, at the same time, what's the chances of when you get a couple of CDs pressed that we can actually do a giveaway?
Absolutely, would love to. That's for sure. Promise you'll be the first one to send them to.
Now, Ryan, you've got your interview coming up next month with us, but myself, now that you've done Midnight Train, have you any other tracks or down the track that you're going to record?
Yes. Now, funny you should say that, because I've already started album number 6, literally 3 or 4 songs already written for this, and I'll be releasing these as singles before the album comes out. I'm excited to say that this year we'll be doing a live recording for the first time. We haven't actually, as a band, done any live recordings. And look, I've been asked over the last 2 years about releasing a best of, purely because I've been fortunate enough to have a few CDs and that now, and it's kind of time to release a best of or hits. I haven't really decided whether I'm calling it a best of or greatest hits. It's just my favorite tracks. So this year for me is going to be a year of releasing a lot of music, which is, I'm so looking forward to getting that out of my system. Yeah.
Totally understand that, my friend. Somebody there said that they liked Barbara's hairstyle. She's a rocker. She's a rocker. She's a star, believe me.
Absolutely. It looks fantastic. It really does.
Oh, thank you very much, whoever said it. I mean,
she's the Pat Benatar of Galaxy, my friend.
When Galaxy first met me, I had really, really short hair. So, yeah, it's taken me about 5 years to grow it. So there you go, the lady that asked me. Anyway, thank you. And we're looking forward to your new music.
Exactly. Now, what happened to Jørg? Where is he? There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Here I am, the devil out of the box.
Kia ora, my friend. Yeah. Nice to have you back.
No, I don't tend to run away during a show.
Oh, but you may have. How do we know?
Yeah, you never know. You might be out there getting those sly coffees.
I'm running on empty as usual. Sorry.
Yes, and it's getting late for you.
It is, my friend.
It's the same time you have only 12 hours behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well-
You're a musician, so you can handle it.
Exactly.
Yes. I will go
No,
to
you're-
bed around 2 or so.
Oh.
That's
Jørg,
absolutely okay.
May I say how impressed I am with all of your interviewees and all of your artists today.
Yes, fantastic.
Thank you.
You know, as
That
somebody,
sounds good.
as somebody that does interviews, and believe me, I do a lot of them with bands from around the world. I'm absolutely loving the style you've put together here, my
It's
friend.
fantastic. Be
Thank
proud
you.
of
That's
I would love to add that now I've got you all on the screen at the same time. That look, we very much appreciate the fact that you both interview bands and because again, it's such a huge part of what we do. So look, thank you to you both, because this is such an important part of what we do, and it's nice to share with your fan base and your friends and things like that. So, you know, thanks to you both, to all three of you, sorry.
We're just
And,
so
this is-
proud
Thank
of
you,
you,
thank you.
Ryan, and with the show. And I mean, doing this collaboration thing with everyone, I think it's just absolutely fantastic, whether it's your show or Grant's show or whatever.
Yeah.
I think the internet is absolutely fantastic.
You
now.
know, the winner here, my friend, is the consumer that's watching this, that's taking part in this.
I
Yeah.
feel
Jørg
the same
does
way.
a wonderful job. I do a pretty okay job. I think it's pretty average. But to bring artists like yourself to the world platform on any kind of platform, Ryan, is an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, and look, it's really nice for me to actually meet other songwriters, things like that, because sometimes a lot of these, we get so busy, bogged down writing, performing and things like that, we often don't get out and about, which again, as we said, is a massive part of songwriting, of course, and trying to release your music. So for me, looking and meeting these singers and songwriters that I haven't met before, it's such a pleasure to hear their stories. It makes you feel a bit more human and normal, you know, hearing their stories about how they created music and things like that. So, you know, again, thanks to you guys for putting these shows on. It's been fantastic.
You're welcome.
Well,
That's what Galaxy is about, is to promote artists like you to other associates, you know, and same with Jørg. I think it's,
exactly. Now, I got to be honest with you, Ryan. I've had artists say to me, Grant, the thing that you guys are doing is the right thing. A lot of radio stations around the world, artists are taking their music in, they're saying, hey, pay us some money and we'll play your tracks. You know what I mean? Well, I don't get that. Our radio station is solely funded by the sponsors that we have. We don't take money from the artists. I think at this time, to be very honest, it's hard to make money as it is, but from a hard-working indie artist, that's crippling. I would rather bring the music and the artist and the songwriter and the skills on a world platform, and hey, look, I can survive on the money that we make from our sponsors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look, I mean, yeah, it makes complete sense, doesn't it? I just think it is so wrong how music has to be solely based around cash flow and money and things like that. You know, a lot of us musicians would agree. We do this for love. It's a passion. It's something that we enjoy. It should, from my point of view, it should never be a money-driven thing. It's having the freedom to create and the pleasure of giving that to an audience who wants to listen to your music. I think that's very important. So again, big respect to you guys for having that way of the way you work. Yeah.
We here at Galaxy, we thank you for that, my bro. We really do. But the truth behind the matter is, if it wasn't for people like yourself, Ryan, for people like Jørg there, I wouldn't have a job. So I need you to keep working. I need you to keep writing, recording, and producing music, because believe me, our audio audience that we have here at Galaxy, loves your work. They love your music. They really, really do. I can't wait to have an interview with Jørg, to be very honest. We haven't done one yet.
No, we haven't.
Okay.
Yeah. That sounds excellent.
It does.
Who am I to disagree?
There you go. I know you've been watching a lot of my interviews. You know what to expect.
Learning from the master, Grant.
Oh, I don't know.
Believe me, they calling me the what was it? The godfather of radio.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
I would
great
subscribe in this club.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Grant
That's a great
did
time.
work for well, he wasn't a pirate, but he did work for Radio Hauraki. I
Yep.
mean, everybody in New Zealand knows Radio Hauraki.
I've got it. Wolfman Grant.
Wolfman, yeah, I like that.
Wolfman
Hold on.
Grant. That
Let me
sounds
get the
nice.
right voice for you, man.
Yes.
Okay, folks.
That's spooky.
Should we come to our man, to our forgotten man from Chicago, to Khalif?
We better
Yes,
bring him.
please.
Yes, we want him back. Hi.
Yeah,
brother.
there he is. He wrote me, in between he wrote me he had a little problem with his internet connection.
It's still a problem. It's out. It's not working. So, yeah.
Well, you're doing pretty bloody well for something that's not
No,
working.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't say the name of the company because I don't want to get sued, but I'll give you 2 guesses or so which company it is. And I've had problems all week. And yeah, this is the absolute worst time that this could have happened. But luckily, my phone is working, and I hotspotted my computer from my phone, and I got back on very quickly.
Nice. What are you drinking there, my friend?
What is it? Fruit tea. Fruit tea.
Another tea drinker.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
drink.
Coffee in the mornings, tea in the evenings, beer once in a while, but he's cool right now.
But man, you're from Chicago, not from England.
Yeah, that's true. That's why the coffee in the morning.
I see.
Is it
And
about
the English
4
version too.
PM? Sorry, is it 4 p.m. in Chicago?
What time? What time is it now? 60, I'm trying to do the math here. 22 minus 15, 16, 4:41.
Oh, well, it's pretty
Okay.
close.
Okay. Well,
Oh, is it right with the fours?
you would understand this then. It is 89.7 degrees Fahrenheit in this office.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Much better than snowy or coldy or
Yeah, it's not bad. It's cold.
We
Okay,
talk to
boys.
so many artists from your side of the world are complaining right now about the snow, about how gloomy and how nice it is. Believe me, it's coming.
I actually, I grew up. This is something not a lot of people know. My father was in the military, so I actually grew up near you. I grew up in Guam.
Okay.
No, it's
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, so I grew up where it was nice and warm and didn't see snow. I think I was 12 or 13 the first time I saw snow. Yeah. I've never been ice skating, never been skiing, none of that stuff. Snowboarding, none of it. I think I didn't go sledding until the first time I went sledding was actually about 4 or 5 years ago with my son. It snowed and my son wanted to go out, and I'd never been sledding in my entire life. It was like the first time. So yeah, it's
Well, we're lucky where we are here. We actually don't get snow. We all have a big moan and a groan if it gets down to 0.
oh
Yeah,
About the same down in Christchurch, isn't it there, Ryan?
absolutely. It's been a crazy old season so far. We've had hot and cold, and then a wee bit of snow on the mountains, but that's about it. Yeah.
Right. I used to live in Cashmere Hills.
Nice spot.
Yeah.
Nice.
Used to go and work for
I'm
Radio
staring at
Avon.
Eric. I can see the Kashmir Hills out my window.
Nice. Well, I used to live up there and go and work down at Radio Avon.
That was a great radio station.
Yeah. Does it still exist?
No, sadly, that's moved on. Yes. Yeah.
What is it now?
Okay,
90?
boys. Should we do a little bit music? Because Khalif sent us two, a little bit of a content. He sent us 3 nice songs. So, dear Kiwis, I have to remove you now, and I will check it. So, first one, second one. So, bye bye, Kiwis. We see us later. So, Khalif, my friend. At first, thank you for sending me the videos you done with the acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
And I would like to play at first, I had my list, a song named Natalia. How does it come? Is it a person you know, or is it a...
No, it's I can't remember the name of the country I was in. It's sort of like my take on the girl from Ipanema. Just a beautiful woman. And I like the Spanish rhythm, and it just kind of came together that way. Yeah.
Okay. Should we have a listen?
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
You're the rose in the morning, dressed in the dew of the dawn, and you bask in the rays of the sun of the day, and reveal yourself in your own time. I'm telling you, Natalia, you're the song of the siren, hailing my ship on the sea. And I turn to the shore and let pity more, your voice calling out in the wind. I'm telling you, Natalia, you're the rhythm of the samba, and joining my feet to the floor. I can't help but move, I'm enticed by your groove. You take me away and away. I'm telling you, Talia, I'm telling you, Natalia. Telling you, Natalia, I'm telling you, Natalia, Natalia, Natalia.
Yeah. So
Wow.
cool. Thank you.
Thank you so
Great.
much. Fantastic
A great
song.
song.
Very
Thank you.
powerful, really. For this time, what we have is amazing. We finally wake up. Perfect. And no one can sleep anymore. I actually know I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Before you start to talk something, you mean something about your childhood. And for me, it's very, very interesting. Did you dream to become a musician when you were a small child?
No, not at all.
No?
Not at all. I thought I was going to be a pilot. Actually,
Wow.
I trained and flew gliders, and I even did flights in a Cessna 152. And was my life dream to be a pilot. It's very, very expensive, and my parents, to be honest, they just couldn't afford it. And I did everything I could to try to keep flying, and then at some point in time, it just didn't have the money to do it anymore. But that was my lifelong dream. I am a big everything airplanes and space flight fan still, but yeah, don't have the license.
Oh, but now you can mention it in your songs, actually.
Yeah.
About the dreams, about flights, and everything like
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Oh.
It's very good. But which type of music you listen in your childhood?
A lot. My father, because we had the armed services radio, so we listened to a lot of big band. Well, I did actually when I was a kid. I know this is crazy, but I loved Glenn Miller, Dorsey, a lot of classic big band stuff. Bassy, I got into a lot of Bassy when I was in university. You can hear some Bassy in my horn in the voicings that I use, the chord voicings that I use a lot, and my songs are a little more jazzy than I think the standard blues chord voicings. And I listened to a lot. At the time, I hated it. My dad listened to a lot of the 60s protest music, the soul music. Donny Hathaway, Marvin Gaye, Curtis Mayfield, stuff that at that time I hated it because it was Dad's music, and I couldn't, that's old people stuff. That's not for me. And when I got into university, actually, and now I am the biggest soul music fan on the planet. I love that stuff.
I bet.
That protest music. You can hear it in some of my songs now too. One of the songs you're gonna play later, you'll hear it in there. I try to tell a story with my music. I try to tell a story with the lyrics, and I am very much an African American, and I carry that with me wherever I go. I carry that with me wherever I have my music, and I feel that it's part of my mission to carry on that that culture. And a big part of that, I mean, everybody saw it last year with the Black Lives Matter movement. Everybody saw it, and I'm very much, I'm very much an African American, and I'm very much part of that whole dynamic. I teach about African American history and the history of blues music. I do lectures in schools and universities and things. I've written on that also as well. So that whole protest movement, when I was a kid, I hated it, but I must have, by osmosis, I absorbed it, and I think it's very, very prevalent in my music now.
Wow, it's nice. It's influence from childhood. Wow.
Yeah.
Really interesting, really. Dear Galaxy, you have some questions. Maybe.
Khalif, when you get back to touring again, when everything comes back right, would you consider possibly touring here in New Zealand, down in the Antipodes?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to. I would absolutely love to. Yeah.
Very, very cool. Because we would love to be able to expose your music to our audiences here in New Zealand, if you know what I mean.
Love to. Yeah.
Make up with Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Yeah.
And I'm sure Ryan would love to be able to play with you as well.
Yeah, that'd be too. I love being able to meet musicians from other countries. That's one of the coolest things. I've heard some musicians who said, "Oh, it's Black music, it's our music." And while I believe that it is the origin of the music comes from us, I'm also very open to the fact that music is a language. And just like English, you have a way of speaking English down there that we don't have. Jørg has his way of speaking English, even though he's German. But we all can communicate. And that's what the blues is to me. It's a language that bonds us all together. Yes, I have a different way of doing it. I have the Chicago way. But when I come down there, I can sit down with Ryan and we can conversate in the music. You know, when I met with Jørg in Romania, we could sit and we can conversate with the music, and that to me that's the beauty of this. You know, it is the most beautiful thing in the world that we can sit down together and all of us realize, you know, we have more things that bring us together just by sitting down, listening to some music. It's like, hey, you know, you guys, you want to be healthy, you want your kids to have good lives, you want to, you know, want to just enjoy life. That's what we all want, you know. And I get to go around the world and sit down with people from South Africa or from Romania or from Germany, Canada. I've been to I don't know, 18 EU countries or whatever, and it's just cool to be able to sit down and share that language with everybody. You know, break bread with people. Morocco, I've been to. Just it's just a really, really cool thing that, you know, this music, it's universal. And
so, Khalif, how old were you when you first wrote your first song?
The first song I wrote was man, it was late. The first song I remember writing was in 1996, 97, I think. I did the very first CD I ever did. It was called Shimmy, Shake, Stomp, and Shout. And I never, ever want to hear that CD again. And it's
for good reason, I hope.
yeah, for very good reason. Actually, one of the songs on there, I just re-recorded recently, but the songs on there, they were mostly my songs. I think I did one or two songs that weren't mine, but all the rest of the songs I did, I wrote on there, and that's the first songs I really remember writing that stuck. I might have written some stuff before that, but it was nothing I don't think I ever performed live.
Nice. So, what inspired you to be with the blues? Believe me, I love the story about your dad's music and everything like that. Why did you settle on the blues?
Okay, if you've never heard this, this is the honest truth. I started playing guitar when I was 17. I picked up the guitar. It was my fourth instrument. I played other instruments. I picked up the guitar and I instantly fell in love with it. I mean, instantly. I picked it up and I was like, I knew that I was going to be doing this for the rest of my life. And I had a guitar teacher who kept trying to force feed me blues. Robbie King, he's really, really good guitar player if you ever hear him. Robbie kept trying to get me to listen to blues, and I was like, I didn't want to hear it. Big AC/DC fan. I was a huge Van Halen fan, a couple other bands. And what happened was B.B. King actually came to Delaware University where I live. And one of my friends who was a photographer, I went to the show and I saw B.B. King and I sat there with my jaw on the floor the entire time. You know, having listened to Van Halen and all these guys, I was like, this was nothing I was used to. And then my friend got me backstage. He was a photographer, and he got me backstage. And I went backstage, and B.B. King was sitting there talking to the reporters. And he said, oh, well, does anybody play guitar? And my friend just kind of pushed me up there, and I said, oh, I do. And B.B. said, oh, well, have a seat, son. And he ended up giving me a guitar lesson for like 20 weeks. And that was it. That was the absolute, that was it. I was like, from this point on, that's what I'm doing. And that was it.
Very, very.
Sorry, boys. It seems we have a little bit of a connection problem.
Is it me?
I'm not sure. We all have that problem, it seems. Let me put in another song. I hope it works.
Okay.
The next song will be Valerie. Okay?
Sometimes I go out by myself myself what you do, and in my head I paint a picture. 'Cause since I come home, yeah, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale? Did you get a good lawyer? Hope you didn't get your tan. Hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. Are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you still busy? Did you have to pay that fine? You was dodging all the time. Are you still dizzy? Yeah, since I come home, well, my body's been a mess. I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, yeah, Valerie. And sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think to myself what you do, and in my head I paint a picture. 'Cause since I come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over, baby, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over? Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, yeah, Valerie. Valerie, yeah, Valerie. Valerie, why don't you come on over, Valerie?
Absolute great. Thank you.
Thank you. Very nice. Positive. It's good.
Thank you.
Hi, Khalif. I
Hello.
remember that magical moment when I saw you at Brezoi Open Blues Festival. You came down from the stage in the audience, in the public, and you sat on a barrel, on a red barrel, and
Oh,
you
yeah,
played your
yeah, yeah,
guitar.
Yeah.
Everyone was like in a trance. I was in a trance, and I miss those times so much.
I remember that.
And
Yep.
you're right. Music is an is a universal way of communicating and reaching people's souls.
It is. Yep.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. I'm glad you remembered that. That's funny.
Yeah, it's hard to forget.
And that also was the point at the Brezoi Open Air in 2018. We met.
I
We
think
all
Yeah,
met
so. I
together.
think so.
Was it 2018? Yeah, I don't remember what year
I
all this
think,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man, that was a wow. Feels like forever ago, but yeah.
Those times seem so.
I can tell you, I was playing the gig. I was sweating blood and water. We went down.
Oh Jesus!
down
Is that
from
you?
we went down from the stage, and there's Khalif coming my way. Good performance. I won't ever forget this moment.
It was a cool show.
Yeah, yeah, and it started to rain a little bit, and so
Yeah, yeah. That I
We did
remember
it.
too.
And it was right near the mountains, so it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
In the afternoon.
It's beautiful there. That's a beautiful festival up there.
Absolutely,
It really is.
absolutely. You've been that year after that, in 2019. You have been.
Yeah,
to-
yeah, we did. Yeah, yeah. And we had a blast. I normally I don't usually play in a 3-piece band. That's not my usual thing anymore. And luckily, Raul, when we were there the first year, Raul jumped in, and I was just pleasantly surprised. Great keyboard player, organ player. And then when we went back the next year, I called Raul right away. As soon as I heard we were going to be there, I called Raul right away, and I'm like, "Please come play with us," because I had so much fun with him the last time. Yeah, and we also got to take our saxophone player, which is normally we play either 4, 5, or 6 piece, depending on depending on the money. And that's
easy.
it's just the reality of it. Yeah. And when it's a 4-piece, it's usually organ player. Sometimes it's just the saxophone player. When it's the 5-piece, it's 2 saxophones, and when it's the 6-piece, it's the organ and the 2 saxophones. And it's a really lively show, but it costs a lot of money to do that. But I get to play the full range of everything, from the sort of Hendrixy to the big band swingy to the really soul kind of stuff. My songwriting is kind of diverse, and so it's really cool to have that option to play everything and get it out there. Yeah.
But it's a hard thing, as you told. It depends on the money.
Yeah, it's unfortunately, I mean, really unfortunately for the audiences, it's a business. I mean, it is. It's there is the art part that you see on the stage, but there's the business part that goes on, and there's a lot of decisions that have to be made. Like any other good business, you have to make some decisions that sometimes you don't want to make, but it has to be done. So, yeah.
What was the toughest one that you had to make?
Sometimes you have to say no to a gig that you really want to do. And that I think actually the harder thing for me has been I'm pretty much self-funded. Pretty much I'm self-funded. And
Full stop.
The hardest part for me, the time in between for the CDs, it took me for Voodoo, it took me 2 years to get that CD done, because I pieced it together one at a time. And then I decided that before I did the next CD, the latest band CD is called Nothing Left to Lose. And before I did that, I said, I'm not doing another CD until I have all the money together. Because Voodoo was recorded, we were in the studio a couple of days, and then we'd go back a couple of months later for another day. Then we'd go back a couple of months later for another day, as I got the money together. And I hated recording like that. I mean, I absolutely hated it. And this time I'm like, I'm not doing this until I have the money to, one, get in the studio and get the recording done. Editing and mixing and mastering we can always do later, but I wanted to do all the recording in one shot. And the second thing is that I had decided that I wanted to do the CD the way I wanted to do it. No playing in a 4-piece band because I couldn't afford the 5-piece, or no playing in the 3-piece to cut down on. I just decided this song, I wrote it with the idea that it had a saxophone section in it, so it has to have it. And if I couldn't get the money together to do all of that, and it took me 5.5, 6 years to get the damn money together to do the CD. And that's ridiculous. I mean, to be sitting on good music, I don't want to sound arrogant. I mean, it's my CD. I think it's a good CD, but it's really ridiculous to be sitting on music for 5 or 6 years because you can't get the money together. That's the worst part. And then you see, other bands. Justin Bieber spends more money on the studio time for one album than I've spent on all of my last 4 albums put together. I mean, here's $100,000 go into the studio for a month. It would be nice if the record companies would support artists like myself and get us the chance to get into the studio for 1/50th of the amount of money that they spend, Yeah.
But we're still young, and we hope and we cross fingers that it will happen, that we will come to a major label one day and we'll celebrate it and we'll make records for $200,000.
I don't care about all that. I just like to get the record done. I don't care about all that other stuff.
Okay,
just
to name
help
you.
each other the best we can.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And what about your song Still You Stand? Are you standing still, Khalif?
At the moment, no. I'm only standing when I have questions at the moment. But that song, I wrote it. It's kind of ironic that that song came back around. I wrote it. I was going through a very ridiculously rough patch of life. I'd gotten divorced, and I was not with my kid right at that moment, my kids. And that's when I wrote the song, and it was just kind of a reminder that you're going to get back up on your feet. You go through rough patches of life, and it's a song I think we all need at the moment, especially as musicians. We're going through a very rough patch right now, but we'll be all right, and we'll end up on our feet. So that's what I hope.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Should we have a listen, Fox?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Here we are. Still You Stand.
I'm a man trying to do the best I can. Wake up every day, try to be a better man. Till a temptation, walking through the fire. Life doesn't work out, man. Boy, you gotta try and get by. Still you stand. Still you stand. Still you stand. Still you stand. Seven deadly sins to poison your soul. Gotta find a way back, man. Way back to being whole. Till a temptation, walking through the fire. Life doesn't work out, man. Boy, you gotta try and get by. Still you stand. Still you stand. Still you stand. Still you stand. Stand up, man. Try and stand tall. You don't have to stay down, man. every time you fall. Daily temptation, walking through the fire. Life doesn't work out mean. You gotta try and get by. But still you stand. Still you stand. Still you stand. Still you stand.
Marvelous. Great, thank you.
Great vibe.
Khalif, I
Still
like
you.
I really like the Hendrix, influence in the.
Thank
the
you.
song. Like, yeah, like the things you.
Cool.
He kept attention.
That was my
it
favorite song.
seems.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, now I think here comes the point to hear your favorite songs you are going to play for us.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or we can move it, we can postpone it to tomorrow or so. Maybe you have
Yeah,
time
if possible.
tomorrow.
Yeah. I'd like to have a cigar. I'm just kidding.
So,
Okay.
Khalif, so many thanks from you. We'll see
Thank
us
you.
a little bit later.
That's
And now
cool.
I'll put you out and we'll let this young Romanian guy play a little bit. Okay?
What do you got for guitar there, by the way? That looks good. Sounds good.
It's a Takamine.
Oh, sounds nice. Cool.
Okay.
So,
So,
the
Should I
Romanian
play?
crew, what should you play? I thought you would tell me what you want to play.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you. So, first song, as I promised to Madalina, it's a song referring to this, let's say, technological era, because the song is called Electric Peace. And when I wrote it, I had in mind, some sort of agreement between the analog and digital world, that we live in. It's a constant battle. And yeah, I guess maybe you'll figure out more of the message from the lyrics. So,
Yeah, then I would
Should I
say
play?
we let you play.
okay. Let's see. Electric woman, an electric man, a new war has begun. Electric guns and electric gore be knocking at my door. Electric fence and electric peace. The time has come to pay dues. Electric need, electric excuse. The time has come for us to pay our dues. Electric peace, give me a kiss. Electric peace, give me a kiss.
An electric man, listen to the music while you still can. Acoustic guitar in an acoustic way. I'll be hero playing even on a day. Electric peace, give me a kiss. Electric peace, give me a kiss. Electric peace, give me a kiss. Electric peace, alright. Give me a electric peace, give me a kiss. Electric peace, give me a kiss. Electric peace, give me a kiss. Wah, yeah, yeah. Electric peace, give me a oh Lord, yeah, give me a
Thank you so much. It's very, very, very nice song. I have a question for you. Where
Thank you.
actually you take your inspiration? What inspired you?
I think as also Ryan said before, some of my songs are made up, maybe from some fantasies in my head, but some of them are actually written. So the inspiration comes from actual facts that are happening maybe around us, like this one, for instance. It's I don't know how to say it, not to sound maybe not nice. We are in the era of internet, in the era of music is free due to Spotify, iTunes, and stuff like that. We are also in the era of technology making music creation easier for everybody. Maybe that's what this song is about. Maybe in the lyrics, if you listen to them, at one point I said electric woman and electric man, listen to the music while you still can. And then I just maybe I switched a bit. It was electric guitar in an electric way. I said acoustic guitar in an acoustic way, but yeah, because I'm playing acoustic.
But it was very, very
the
nice song.
inspiration. Thank you.
How long have you been playing the guitar?
Wow, since 2000, I think I started in 2005, maybe. Now I'm 27, and then I think I was 12 years old when I started playing guitar.
Nice. So, what's your favorite brand?
My favorite band?
Brand.
Brand?
Yes.
Of guitar.
Your favorite make of guitar.
Okay. I'm a very huge fan of classical instruments or classical brands or analog stuff and things like that. So maybe you see behind I have a Gibson guitar, a Gibson Les Paul, and I have a couple of Fender Stratocasters. So yeah, just my personal opinion, there are two brands of guitar, Gibson and Fender.
Totally get that. I've got a couple myself.
I saw in studio you have different type of guitars. How many guitars do you have?
Including this one, I have 4, and also a bass, which is the bass of my bandmate Dan from Serbia. He lent it to me so I can do some recordings in the studio.
So do you do
This is
your
your
own
studio,
recording?
yes?
Sorry?
I said, do you do
Yeah.
your own recordings? Or
My
do you
own
get them
recording?
Yeah, or do you
Uh,
get them produced somewhere else, record them at a studio or yourself?
No, I do we do our own recordings only as a demo level, as an idea level, because maybe you have tuned in when I said it before. My bandmates are from Serbia. We are a 3-piece band, and it's a long way. It's like 250 kilometers between us, and yeah, when we get new ideas, I kind of produce them, let's say digitally on the computer and send them over to them. But in the end, when we get to the final product, we just rehearse it maybe 2 or 3 times before, and then when we print in a studio, we usually try to find a studio where we can play together, because there's a chemistry in this blues and rock music that you cannot achieve, by recording each member on its own.
Believe me, I'm an engineer myself. I love being in the studio, especially with the band members and everything like that, the togetherness of it. I don't think you can recreate it right now with being in different areas and different parts of the world and everything like that.
No.
You need to be together. As an engineer, I miss those days of getting everybody in the studios. We here in New Zealand, we're a little bit more lucky at the moment because we don't have this virusy thing going on as much as some parts of the world. But at the same time, we're not as active as we used to be. Where you are right now, are you in the same position where you're not literally getting back in the studios right now? You really need to be able to get that back together again?
Yeah, for sure. So for sure, we're currently working on our second album.
Mm-hmm.
We're working remotely, but it's needless to say that when we will record it, we'll go and record together, because
it's like the same with concerts and everything like that at the moment. I'm sure, like you, most people who get on stage, they feed from the energy from the crowd. The crowd feeds back that energy.
Sure. It's an exchange, a current
it is.
Continuously exchange.
Exactly. I can't see anybody getting that same kind of feeling to go to the lounge and watch it on the internet.
It's hard to get it on through the internet, because there are a lot of factors involved. First of all, the most important thing, when you attend a live concert, you have a huge PA, you know, in front of you, and there's some air, some pressure that's hitting you in the face and in the stomach, in the chest, in the stomach, and you, how hard you will try, you will not get that through the internet, because that's how it is. Yeah.
Exactly. Believe me, being a front of house engineer, I know exactly what you mean. Let's set the scene. I mean, the crowd's there, they're pumped, they're ready to go, the lights are coming up, the smoke's there, the band's on stage. As soon as that drum hits, as soon as that guitar hits and the crowd goes off, as an engineer, that's my moment to say, right, now we go to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't get that if I want to get dressed up and go to the lounge.
Can you play, please, something else for us?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah, I'll try to bring it up, bring it down a notch, maybe, and play something maybe softer. Also, all the songs that I intend to play tonight are in premiere. They are not release songs. They will be on our upcoming album. I don't know when. And this song particularly, I wrote when I was, let's say, in a complicated relationship with my current wife. So yeah, this one goes out for her. She was in my mind when I wrote this song. Maybe you'll like it. Baby, I love you like you never know. Woman, I need you like a snowman needs snow. Baby, I feel you like the warm breeze of summer air. Oh, Lord, yeah. Girl, I see you as beautiful as the full moon's glare. The same way. When I see you walking down them streets, worries seem to have darkened up your face. Tell me, baby, do you feel like you can't find your place? Oh, Lord. Maybe you're thinking, if I ever think about you. Oh, Lord. Well, let me put your mind at ease. 'Cause what I feel
alone. Yeah. I hope that one day you feel the same way every day now. I hope that one day you feel the same way. Hear me talking to you, girl, right now. And I hope that one day you feel the same. What is a man's love when he can't seem to satisfy? What is a man's love when all he can do is cry? What is a man's love when the street has just one way? And love can barely see light of day. Baby, I love you like you never know. Woman, I need you like the snowman needs snow.
Great.
What a great song.
Absolutely
Thank you for that.
great.
Danke
Thank
schön.
you. Thank you so much. How great. Yeah. You have seen Josef also wrote you a comment. You totally
Sorry,
got
I was
me.
playing. Joe is my friend, as I told you before, from Germany. I think I never heard this one so far. You totally got me. Danke schön, fala lepo, thank you very much, mulțumesc.
Mulțumesc. Yep, exactly.
Mulțumesc. Fala lepo was mulțumesc in Serbian.
Ah, okay. So, Madalina, you may have a question before Silviu's going to play the next song.
Yes, I would like to ask Silviu to repeat for our international audience the answer to my question on our last meeting regarding plans for the future, because a lot of people are interested in knowing that. So please, what are your plans for this year and next year, and who knows, maybe some further future projections?
Yeah, it's
World
sorry,
leadership.
I'll tune my guitar as I speak because I do not have another guitar to play, and this is a different tuning. So, plans for the future. I hope I can get the vaccine as soon as possible, so I can travel to Serbia and see my bandmates and maybe, you know, work on the new songs that we have. But in the meantime, surprisingly, this is a really busy year for us, as in May we'll be playing another new festival in Romania called Tușnad Gastro Blues Fest, which I'm very, very excited to be part of, you know, the lineup. And then somewhere in July we'll also attend Open Air Brezoi Blues Festival, which will be the second time. We were on the first edition.
27.
Yeah, 2017.
Yeah.
When it all started, and we are very grateful to be on the festival, you know, with all that let's say tremendous lineup being set. This is
he did a
huge
damn good job. Yeah.
Yeah, a huge honor for us, and frankly, as you also had in the in the script, the point of Brezoi Festival, I think it's one of the festivals that can easily put Romania on the map of blues music.
Yeah,
from my point of view. So it has evolved throughout, you know, 2017 was the first edition, so throughout maybe 4 years it has evolved in a way I did not see before in Romania. So that's why also I'm very grateful to be a part of. And then I guess for this year the last festival will be also a new festival, Open Air Blues in the Garden Dărmănești, where I'll be playing together with my wife. And we played as a 3-piece band last year, and it was a very, very nice experience, you know, let's say the only experience from this pandemic situation.
I see, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And this year will be let's say more spectacular, because each of us, you know, my wife is in the, let's say, maybe mainstream pop rock stage genre, you know, type of thing.
Yeah.
And we are as we are. So for each part, we will somehow be brought out of our comfort zone to do a blues festival and a blues show that I thought of as being, let's say, a travel through time and history in the blues music. So maybe we'll start, you know, something from the 20s, then go up to 40s, then 50s, 60s, you know, the evolution of blues. This is the concept that I have in my head. Currently, yeah, we have
sounds
to
really
cross
interesting.
we have to cross the border.
Crossing fingers.
Dankeschön. I just have to cross the border, you know, to do some rehearsals now. That's the only problem.
Oh, that's a minor
Sounds
problem. A minor
Yeah,
problem.
we'll see. We'll see.
So, what you are going to play?
So, after I tune my guitar,
You told
I'll
me
play-
you can tune the guitar and speak simultaneously.
yeah, but I rather speak.
But not perfect.
You know, yeah. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah. Call
So
me
now it's,
nobody.
let's say it's tuned. So as my bass player, my good friend Dejan would say, it's good enough for rock and roll. So
Yes, I see. So, we let you be.
yeah.
Then,
I guess this is the last song.
yes, the last song you will play today. But if we continue
Today.
tomorrow, you will play another song, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, it's
And the day after, yeah. This is also an unreleased song. We only played once this song live on a radio show. I don't know how I will pull it off, but I will try.
Do your
Because
best, mate. Do your best.
this is a beast. This is a very rock and roll song. It's called Firewater. In Serbia, we call this Firewater.
Firewater. Yeah, I see.
So yeah,
Okay.
let's see
Then-
what happens.
Engage.
Yeah.
I've been down this road so long and I gotta get on my way. Cause I'm fire wet, I'm water burned, raised in ashes, born in dirt. I'm water burned, I'm fire wet. What you see is what you get. Honey, I don't earn my keep, but you know my hands are clean. I've been fighting for myself, but I can't say that I've been lean. Woman drain my money, whiskey drain my soul. Every time it's been the same, but I guess that's rock and roll. Oh Lord, this is getting heavy. Cause I'm fire wet, I'm water burned, I'm raised in ashes, I'm born in dirt. I'm water burned, I'm fire wet. What you see is what you get. I'm fire wet, I'm water burned. I had my lessons, but I never learned. I'm water burned, I'm fire wet. Let me, baby, make you sweat. 'Cause Lord knows that. I said, Lord knows that. Lord knows that I'm
Farewell. That was all.
Thank you so much. It was really, really fantastic. It was a pleasure to hear your songs. Seriously.
Thank you as well. Thank you very much.
Very good and powerful. Alessandro, what you can say? Do you like?
Yes, of course. Yes, it's fantastic musician. It's nice sound and nice performance.
Grazie.
And it was
Prego.
really nice when you answer Paul's question, because now audience can understand a little bit more about you, about your music, and in general about your music life. And now I want to introduce here our dearest friend Jörg with his live song. Where is our Jörg?
Okay.
I'm back.
Now we
Ooh, nice background.
As you can see, I'm sitting. No, we can't see. I'm sitting in Gotham City. That's a part of the album cover. And yeah, what should I say? I would like to play one song for you. We are now in the third and last round of the show today, and every one of us will have one song to do with a few words. And I will start with a song maybe for Grant and Barbara, because the song is named Blues for Two.
Wow. Thank you
Great.
so much. Very
thank you.
nice. It actually was song Gotham City from Jörg's first album. We call it Blues.
Blues for
Yes.
two.
Woo.
Yeah.
Blues for
The
two.
album we three came together.
Yes.
Yes, actually. It was your first album and our first meeting, actually. It was
Thank you,
around
Marta.
how many years ago? Woohoo.
It was in 2018. 2018 was the first album.
Yes.
Oh,
2018.
wow.
It's not so long ago. 2019, I did the Angry Road.
Yes.
Yeah, it
This
was
I remember
2018.
very well.
Okay, thank you,
very nice.
thank you, thank you.
You
A lot of
have
compliments to you.
great comment for you. Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Fantastic.
thank you, folks. Thank you out there. And if you want to, you can look for my albums. Just look in Spotify, look in Amazon, look on all the streaming services and so on. And look for We Call It Blues and for the Angry Road album, if you want to. I would appreciate it, really.
And create playlist with this song.
Yeah,
Yes.
Create playlist. Folks, create playlist.
you're the master of the playlists, Alessandro.
Yes, of course.
Okay, and
Okay.
now we continue with our last round, and it means we have one video and short talk. It's like blitz, like pam pam pam, and welcome. Next one. Next one. If I remember correctly, it will be Ryan. Yes, this is a regional
Ryan is
video.
waiting.
Yeah.
As the power.
Here we are.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
Oh, you're frozen, Ryan. We have a problem, I think. Oh, it's a bit of a problem. You're frozen, mate.
There we go. Am I okay now? Am I unfrozen?
Now it's better.
Yeah,
You can see me
almost.
okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
now it's better.
That's
good.
Yeah.
There we go. Great. Jørg, love the song. The lead guitar soloing was fantastic. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank you. For we know you are
Welcome.
a master. Thank you so much. So we
Okay,
have
original song. Welcome.
Yeah, we can start. And here we have Honor. I can only read Ryan Neville, Honor to. What's the name of the song? Honor?
On
Train
Name of
to
the
Chicago.
song.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Then,
the song that I wrote was in Chicago, funnily enough. And I was on
Okay.
a train at the same time. So this
Okay,
came off my
should we-
album, Fire on the Tracks. I'd love you guys to play it.
yeah. And I had some of your songs from the Fire on the Tracks in my radio shows the last weeks, and I won't stop continuing. I swear.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you playing those, Jørg. It's always nice to hear. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, should we start? On a Train to Chicago.
Sounds good.
There's a fire moon on the horizon as the engine rolls out the gate. I got one hand on the guitar as we're blowing through the Tennessee state. We're rolling from town to town. I'm on a train to Chicago. stop, Yazoo City. Second stop, Kentucky Midway. I'm moving on through to Jersey. I'm living from day to day. I'm on a train to Chicago. The wheels just keep on rolling as the engine fire's raging hot. Yeah, I'm looking for to see the city. Yeah, I'm coming for you, ready or not. Windy City, here I come. I'm on a train to Chicago. Yeah. Well, first stop, Yazoo City. Second stop, Kentucky Midway. As we're moving on through to Jersey. I live from day to day. I'm on a train to Chicago. I'm on a train to Chicago. Sipping on wine and whiskey with Chicago blues in my ear. Yeah, I'm fixing to see my baby. It's been too long a year. Just keep this engine rolling. We're on a train to Chicago. Train to Chicago.
Absolutely amazing. And that was the train to Chicago. And here we have the man from Chicago. So I guess we're playing a song made by you. It's also one of the blues moose thing. Yeah. And it's called The Ghost Train. So we have a little bit more trains now.
Yeah, more train songs.
Yeah. Do you want to say a word about the song?
I don't know what to say about it. I mean, originally, I just released a new acoustic CD, more acoustic CD recently, and the original version of this was I wrote it on an acoustic, but I think the one you're going to play is the electric version, and I remember you asked me why did I re-record that, because the electric version was good, and I was like, actually, it wasn't originally written on the electric, so yeah, it's good song's good song. Doesn't matter whether it's electric or acoustic. Good song's good song.
Yeah. There are only two types of music: good and bad ones. And thanks for the reminder, because that question I asked you in the Lazy Indie magazine, you remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And the new edition came out today. No, yesterday.
Oh, great. Okay, good. Cool.
So if anybody wants to have a look for the Lazy Indie magazine. The new edition is out now. And I have a small part on this in Jörg's Corner. In one of the past editions, I had an interview with Khalif. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
And in the new one, I have a really, really interesting thing with Tim Steinruck from The Mighty One. And here comes the point to make a little bit of advertising, because the next show is starting on 27th of March and will be called Rock Masters. Maybe Alessandro can can you plug in the flyer for the next thing for a short moment? Ah, yeah, exactly. We will have Mr. Steve Lynch, the former guitar player of Autograph. We will have Fiction 6 from Arkansas. Really, really cool music. He's a Grammy Awarder. Then we have Martyr, the Dutch metal legend. And of course, Tim Steinruck and The Mighty One. And our guests will be again Grant and Barbara, which I really appreciate, and Dr. John from Surgery Records in UK. So that was it. So shall we play The Ghost Train?
Yes, please.
Okay, here we are.
Well, you heard about the midnight run. The train ran in 1885. When that train ran off the tracks, left no one alive. Well, I heard that whistle whine. I heard that engine moan. I heard them cracks a creaking, and I heard that engine roar. Since 1892. Ghost train. Ghost train. Heard that engine moan. I heard them cracks a creaking, and I heard that engine roar. I saw the smoke rising and the lights swinging in the caboose. But all I hear is trains ain't running loose. 1892. Ghost train. Ghost train. Ghost train.
I love that song. I really love it.
Thank you.
Very nice.
So, yeah, so great. So I think it's time to say good night. I thank you so much for being here, for staying here with me. New Zealand,
Oh, well, thank you.
I have no
you
words.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we so
Thanks,
enjoyed
thanks,
it.
guys.
And Jörg, don't forget, you may have a column in Lazy J or Lazy Magazine, but so do we. And
Yeah.
guess who the star is? Ryan is the star this month.
This month.
Oh, okay.
For everybody else, go and check out
Pleasure
Lazy
being-
Indie Magazine. Believe me, you can't go wrong. Go and look for Jörg's column. Look for Around the Galaxy. Ryan's in that. For everybody that we've just met today, absolute pleasure to meet you all.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you very much. Nice meeting you guys too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Same.
Khalif, we would love to do an interview with you. Silvio, we would love to do an interview with you as well. And of course, Jörg and good friend there. We want to be able to catch up and do something there too.
And thank you, the lovely ladies, for presenting. And let's collaborate.
Yes, we've friended you on Facebook.
Like this
We've
beautiful girl here.
And Victoria, absolute wonderful, wonderful interview. Thank you so much for having us on.
Presenting it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Madalena,
proud of-
thank you.
We're proud of you, Ryan.
Thank you
We-
for inviting me.
Jörg, you've done
Very
a
much,
wonderful
Galaxy.
job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. We appreciate what you've said about us too.
Yes.
Ryan, thank you so
Right,
much.
right back at you guys.
Alessandro, thank you for helping me because I'm a
It's a
little bit
pleasure.
lost here in StreamYard. And Alessandro, this guy is the master of StreamYarding.
I try to make my best. Yes.
He can teach all
Silviu.
of us how to do it, can't he?
Silvio,
Thank you.
thank you again for being my guest here. And
No worries. I would like to thank everyone that was watching and everyone that was moderating as well. Thank you very much, Ryan. Thank you very much, Grant and Barbara. And also, thank you very much, Victoria. And not, on the left side, thank you very much, Khalif, for showing me personally what American blues feels and sounds like.
Oh, thank you.
means.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jörg, for having me, and also Madalena.
you're welcome. It was a
Thank you
pleasure
very
for me
much.
to have all you guys and girls here. Thank you so much. And I think it was not said too much when I called the show the Blues Masters. You are the Blues Masters, of course.
Danke schön.
Thank you very
Khalif,
much.
take care
Such
of
a
your
pleasure
leave.
meeting you. Take care,
So,
everyone.
then
Thank
it's
you.
time.
Thank you
time
so
to say
much.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
So,
Bye bye.
we are listening
Thank you.
to one last
Thank you so
song
much.
today. And this song comes from this lovely lady here.
F
from
you.
Silviu. And we closed last Saturday with that song, and today we decided to have this as a last song because it's a wonderful piece of music. Thank you. Thanks to you all. And
Thank you.
maybe you at home, if you want to, drop me a line in Facebook or an email or anywhere else. If you would like to have another Blues Masters concert with us here, drop me a line, tell me, and we'll do. Okay, Alessandro, let us go. Good night, folks.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
open up and see.